Hi, it's me again. This is Josh, here to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. So here are a few of my handicaps going into this review. I absolutely have Marvel fatigue. I just, ever since the end of phase whatever that was with Endgame and stuff, which is now a long time ago, I gave it, somewhat of an effort to keep up, but it just lost me and left me behind. And it's not because they went woke or because of any culture war stuff. I want to like it. I like Ms. Marvel. I like the idea of so much of this stuff. I just am tired and I'm busy and, my life is in shambles. And I also just feel increasingly like maybe I'm not the target audience for a lot of this stuff. And so I probably watch more than most people, but it's just I'm slipping, I'm falling off. So I'm not coming in gung-ho about Marvel, but neither are a lot of people, and interestingly this movie acknowledges that, pretty frankly. So number two, also, I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan. I appreciate the first two movies for what they are, for being kind of daring and different, and not daring they are, but for being out there a little bit. But my big issue, I guess, would be number three, which is that I'm kind of not a Ryan Reynolds guy. I think I've said this before, how on the question of Ryans, I'm a Gosling guy, if I must choose. So I'm a little bit sick of the shtick of how every single thing he says is in this snarky kind of delivery that really only works if it's actually the funniest thing you've ever heard. And there's no way every quip he throws out in this long movie is going to be the funniest thing you've ever heard. So all of those things were challenges going into this movie. And yet I would say I had a blast watching Deadpool and Wolverine. And I'm surprised to see some of the critics that I tend to agree with saying that this is kind of a piece of junk and a disaster, which I didn't think so. I thought it was fun. Now, you have to care about Marvel. You have to know what's going on. You have to also, it really, really helps if you're a fan of the 20th Century Fox X-Men kind of pre-Marvel cinematic universe, that there's plenty for you here. And I'm not going to spoil anything about who shows up and who's there, what they do. This will be a spoiler-free review. But really, the fun of it is all the spoiler stuff that I can't talk about. So watching this, it may be a thing like Spider-Man No Way Home. Was that the multiverse one? Where I saw it in the theater and it was electric and everybody was excited, and then I revisited that movie recently and it did not hold up and I thought it was terrible. Maybe that'll be the case with this Deadpool movie, but I'm not holding this really to high filmic standards. This is, a snarky kind of meta movie that's commenting on itself and the universe. I guess the joyous part of this is, and it would have been a lot more joyous if they'd done this 10 years ago or whatever, but like having Deadpool officially fully integrate into the MCU and being able to use Avengers stuff and, anything they want, is kind of like, I guess, I don't know, fun if you are into any of that stuff. So, and of course Hugh Jackman is here. That's kind of the weird thing about this movie conceptually, is just that Logan is back after he got such a ceremonious send-off in the movie Logan. You're bringing him back, and you're bringing him back for a comedy. It seems like it's all just kind of predicated on this friendship between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. And that comes across, though. It's fun to watch them together. Again, I'm probably a bigger Jackman fan than a Reynolds fan, but I could take or leave both these guys, frankly. But this is fun. I don't know. I was surprised at how much fun I had with this. It made me feel in touch again, because I got the references and the kind of 2000s X-Men stuff that happens in this movie. Is great. So the biggest pleasure as far as spoilers go, and again, I'm not going to spoil anything, and I'll try, even in a cryptic reference to a spoiler, I'll be very careful. There is an actor who shows up in the movie, and you can't believe that this actor from Marvel's past, perhaps distant, perhaps recent past, is showing up in the movie. You can't believe that he's there. But then they subvert that, and he's there for a different reason than you thought he was there. So that I thought was a lot of fun. That's all I'll say about that. Pretty good villain. It's Cassandra, who is Professor X's estranged sister, and she kind of has like the evil version of Xavier's powers. And so she's got that issue where she's like the way she's introduced, she's overpowered, she's incredibly powerful in a way that it should not be possible to defeat her. But then, of course, it's a movie where, you know, she has to be defeated. So, anyway, so it feels weird to hold a movie like this up to rules like that, though. So, you know, this is an event movie, and it's only for the people who care and have done the homework. But I felt like it paid off. I had a good time watching Deadpool and Wolverine. And the little Easter eggs and surprises were, I thought, a lot of fun. And I thought it was genuinely funny. I remember feeling like Deadpool 2 started to like grate a little bit and drag, and I was wondering, like, how long can this keep going? But I think this movie, a little bit of Deadpool goes a long way, and they found a much bigger kind of sandbox for him to play in this movie, and there's a lot more going on. So, oh, and also Rob Delaney is back, and he's just the best in anything. Peter is back, and what they do with him is pretty fun. So that's probably everything that I need to say about Deadpool and Wolverine. I have another video coming out alongside this one, soon before, I don't know anymore, but where I'm catching up on a couple things, including reviewing Twisters, which is like long gone, I know, but also getting to those long legs spoilers, and then I maybe tease an idea that I'm still thinking about that I might pursue. So check that out. Of course, I put this idea that I have for this new show or whatever, I put at the end of a spoiler video that some people are probably not going to watch if they don't want to know long leg spoilers. But there's, you know, so I guess I'm making it complicated for you. If you want to know what anyway, I don't know, watch that video. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Life is surreal. I parked here so the sun would not be in my face, and in the 6 minutes I've been talking, the sun has moved enough that it is directly in my face. So that's all. Thank you so much for watching. You can support me in all the places. Thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe, and all the YouTube things. And I'll talk to you again very soon. Josh out.